Veronica, der Lenze sta, die Mädchen singen tralala, die ganze Welt ist für die verhext. Veronica, nicht Tageswelt, Veronica.
Hello and welcome to the TBC World Service. Today, first off, for our local news, we're going to be talking about the banning of Haldi Belsik, or however you would like to pronounce this. He was banned under the pretext of Section 1, Subsection 5, for causing harm to the services provided by the server, aka a lag machine or any such invention. However, the machine he was using was a flower machine. It was not his intent to cause harm to the server. Second of all, it was not him using the machine at all. In fact, it was one of his citizens who was using it and forgot to left it on. And Section 1, Subsection 5 clearly states that the intent, any person with the intent of causing harm to the server will be permanently banned. The thing is, there was no such intent either on the citizen side or on Haldi's side. This is quite clear, I believe, at least for most people. They can see this. Anyway, the mod who banned Haldi was Mihailovic. I believe the mod, and it's quite clear that the mod banned him under no real pretext, because Section 1, Subsection 5 does not apply to this event. The mod banned him because he was an enemy of the GRE. This, Mihailovic had personal ties to the GRE. As you can see, this is tying in personal ties with judging other people. Mods are here specifically to judge people, to keep the server safe, to keep the community good. However, mods like Mihailovic are abusing their powers because they are entwining their own personal experiences and political relations on Eartham Sea with the way they judge people. It's not supposed to be that way. No matter the political relationship or personal relationship with the person, a mod has to judge without any connection of that sort. How can we trust the mods on Eartham Sea to stay like this if there is no punishment for them abusing their powers or using their powers in such a way that the server, that their personal server relations are entwined with their final verdict? This is not and should not be allowed. However, as we've seen so far, no one in the staff really cares or is going to do anything about it. Then another crap mod Yellow, who let's just say attacked the city of Haldi Basic once he was banned. He attacked it because he knew he got banned, and he used his ability as a mod to give him an advantage, which is not fair. It's corrupt. It shouldn't be legal. But yet, the rules nor the staff contribute any such safety mechanisms in place so this doesn't happen. Therefore, I believe we can expect that such things will happen further in the future. That's why always be careful of what you're doing. However, good news is that Haldi Basic is currently applying for a appeal of his punishment, and his counselor is trying to get him a 5-day temp ban, which is still not fair because he didn't do anything, but at least he'll be able to come back to the server. Such mods like Mihailovic are unfair. They do not see their responsibilities. They do not uphold the values and responsibilities given to them by Fix the server. So, as I'll say again, fix the server. These responsibilities are important. This is very sad. Very sad. And now, on to the next topic. Today's second topic is also related to Haldi Basic. As the mayor of Monster Riot, when he was banned, as I was saying, the mod Yellow set an explosion on the city. The GRE blew up the streets and houses. People rioted against this banning in protest. The mod, however, did not care. This is very sad. And because it really, again, I'm going to talk about this, but it really shows the corruptness of such mods. He used his personal relation and his powers in making such a unresponsible decision. I believe corrupt mods like Mihailovic and Yellow should be removed of their positions because they clearly cannot use their powers given to them by Fix responsibly or properly. This is very disappointing because we want to make a good community, and how can we make a good community if we have corrupt mods? So, if you want to stop the mods being corrupt, please click on the link in the description and sign the petition to revoke the powers of Yellow and Mihailovic. Thank you. Now finally, for the last of the local news today, a bit more of a peaceful topic, no more corrupt people. The city of, how would you pronounce this? Abulalulia was created on the old ruins of Fort Averia. I think that's what it used to be called anyway. Fort Averia fell into ruin a week or so ago, and the Transylvanian government placed a new settlement there. The settlement is currently connected by the new highway, although there isn't much there yet, which will be seen, if you want to see, anyway, the poor connection. The connection will be seen on our highway part of road update part of the news. Anyway, that was for today's local news. Next up is everyone's favorite international news in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First off, an interesting tidbit of news for the international news. North Korea expressed its tendency and willingness, more like willingness, to join the GRE. The leader of North Korea, 32 Eggs, or Franz Ferdinand as he is to be known, announced on the 27th of August that North Korea will try to become a member of the GRE. This is very interesting because, as we were saying previously on this episode, the GRE is a bit corrupt, not necessarily the most nice of people. However, everyone has a right to rule themselves. 32 Eggs has always been an interesting character, a good leader though, depending on the situation, and I believe he knows what he's doing. This would probably improve North Korea's current situation, as they're not the biggest country. And however, I've been personally to the North Korean capital, as I am building the Transylvanian embassy in North Korea. If you ever need, it's not finished, so you can't do anything there yet, but it's something. Next on today with our news for the international is spies. The city of Sukaniva in Bukaniva was infiltrated by a Romanian spy who unclaimed most of the city. This started a huge wave of people who swarmed on the city and do cast a very good YouTuber of Eartham Sea. This was very disappointing, I must add, to Transylvania, as Bukaniva is a very good friend of Transylvania's. It's generally sad because the spy really unclaimed a lot of land, a lot of hard work that someone put in. But on the other hand, that's politics for you and Eartham Sea. Yeah, remember, you have to be careful who you entrust with whatever powers, because if you give someone too much power and you don't trust them enough, they can do many things. It's all the TBC recommends to any would-be leader, to always be careful and always check on the activity of people who have powers of destruction within your cabinet. If you are a spy, the TBC recommends that you be careful, and please don't ruin the fun for everyone. But sometimes ruining fun is just fine. Don't ask us. We prefer, here at the TBC, we prefer that you pick your own opinion on most situations. Yes, I have now prepared an interview with the leader of France. While being a rather short interview, it's an interview nonetheless. We hope you enjoy it. Playing interview transmission in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, so first question. How did France begin, and how has it surpassed your expectations?
Well, France was founded by military who made Paris, and shortly after the nation, during the Beta of Terra Nova in October, and France has grown far beyond what anyone thought possible during the early months.
Tell me, is France an active state?
Yes, we are quite active and have plenty of citizens that play on a daily basis.
What are your views on big YouTubers like Fuse, Toi, and Toycat?
I personally have never really cared too much. Popularity of the server has increased because of them, and despite what most people think, that is a good thing. Although the rumors of abuse of extra perms is an understandable reason to dislike them.
What are some problems the server has, and how would you fix them?
As I don't have the ability to code or have any experience in running a large server, I don't think it is my place to tell the staff how to run things. They do their best, I think.
Does France have any enemies?
None of any seriousness. Some minor insignificant nations is all. Although the Germans seem to like to try and push into French territory a bit.
Tell me, how did you become the leader of France?
Former Emperor Kisso recognized his level of activity wasn't enough to give France the leadership it needed, and so it was decided he would abdicate and I would take the throne to lead France.
Hello and welcome to the TBC World Service Construction and Traffic part of your news. First off, we would like to talk about that the TBC has almost completed its construction of the TBC headquarters and recording studio in Debrecen city, Transylvania. It is almost complete, and soon we'll be able to fully record our videos in a professional and a soon probably familiar office, so we can have a place to record and with no problems. The building is still has a lot of work to do, especially with bricks, but otherwise it's on its way to being complete. Next up on construction and traffic, we have the Royal Museum of Debrecen City, which is currently under construction. It will be on the National Road 3 here, right next to the Town Hall and the under construction community center. But the museum will host multiple artifacts from both Debrecen's and Transylvania's history. Also, which we will reveal to you at a later date, upstairs will be a rather special project. However, it is currently all hush-hush. That was the section of construction for construction and traffic on the TBC. Next up is your daily, weekly road update. Hello and welcome to the TBC Road Update. On the TBC World Service Road Update, we update you about the current status of roads in Transylvania. Here you can see the Polish border road has been repaved into a much nicer, more Debrecen looking road right next to Maple Lane. If we continue on this way, on the National Road 5, I was saying 3, wasn't I, before? Anyway, that's not important. If we continue down the road, we'll reach the Highway 1, which, if it so chooses to, will take us to our next update point. The lamps here still haven't been finished. Not enough time. However, we have some updates on one of the roads, which is, if I remember correctly, National Road 3. Actually, the exit to Debrecen hasn't changed much. Not much construction in Debrecen. But if we continue, we'll see many things. Signs are still up. No one has griefed them, which is a rather pleasing thought. Continuing down the highway to Carpathia, we can see that it is still under construction and closed off, but to be opened in the near future. I don't know what the floating sign's about. Here is where the construction's about, though. This exchange here is still under construction, and the sign is too. However, there is a new exit. The tunnel is not complete. However, as I was saying, the exit leads to the new town, which is not really very towny. Not much here except this. The exit from the town, which is also more or less under construction, turns here and onto the main route. So anyone who's taking this route can either go this way or they can go this way. I don't know why they would, but they could. Watching out, provided that they watch out for this traffic. Otherwise, now onto the update about the actual construction process of the Highway 1. It is still blocked off, however, as we can see, more of the greens have been put in along with the actual bridge over here. We can still see some of the trees have been cut a bit, which is something that was pretty important in the last episode, although a lot of trees are still left. If we continue, however, we can see that not much has changed. Construction of roads is generally slow. However, It's expected to be finished in the near coming future, which is, of course, a very good sign. And we can see that the big update here is that the road is actually now connected to the yet unfinished Highway 0. That was TBC World Service traffic update. Now on to the special service announcement. Before we continue with our special service announcement, we would like to announce the transilvanian, which will be a road connecting, a good road connecting Transylvania to Italy and the other side of Europe. Now on to our special service announcement. The TBC special service announcement is as follows. The book by King Adrian I has been completed. The book is about his career in Romania, and it's supposed to be very interesting. In general, the book is mainly about how Romania became part of the GRE and what really happened there. We suppose this will be a really interesting book. He's currently working on mass production. The book, there is no exactly set date when the book will be more fully available, but for next week's episode of the TBC, we will try to get a review copy. This was the TBC special service announcement. Thank you for watching the TBC World Service. We hope you sincerely enjoyed. We hope to see you next time. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe. We are also looking for employees for the TBC, reporters, broadcasters, script writers, and much, much more. Link below in the description on how to apply and where to apply to the TBC. We almost always accept. Thank you, and goodbye.